Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm your host, Miss Nikki Rich, and we have an exciting show. Another exciting show, guys. This is our official virtual book tour. And as you know, we have been having amazing authors throughout this virtual book tour throughout the year. And today we have Sandra Kiser, and I'm so honored to have her in because she doesn't just talk about books. She has so many projects, so many things going on, and I'm so excited. But before we get to our featured guest, make sure that you subscribe below Nikki Rich, the number two, and follow us along at Nikki Rich Show TV on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Well, I'm honored to welcome. You guys know her. Not only is she a best-selling author, she is also an Alzheimer's awareness advocate, and she is a marketer. Getting us all together.
Yes.
So, with no further ado, I'm excited to welcome to the Nikki Rich Show for the first time, Sandra Kiser. Welcome. How are you doing?
All right, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Oh, I'm so honored to have you here today. I tell you, it's been so amazing because I love what you're doing. You're bringing awareness, to Alzheimer's, and I love that, you did that. You decided to say, "Hey, I want to put this all in a book and I want to share it with you guys." So I love that you did that.
Well, thank you. It was a tough road because I fought God on it. At least I tried to.
Yes.
Because when you're dealing with pain, you don't always want to go back to those painful
So,
places. So I tried to put it off, but as you can see, I lost that battle.
mhm. Yes. Yes, yes. Now tell us, how did you even, say, "Hey, I want to put this on paper. I want to just, tell you all of what's going on and, a little bit bring awareness to Alzheimer's."
Well, I initially had my first encounter with Alzheimer's back in 2001.
Mhm.
I had an aunt who was dealing with it,
Mhm.
and she passed in 2011. And after that, immediately after that, we learned that my mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Mm.
And I realized later that God had prepared me for what I was about to face and dealing with that with my aunt. So
Mm.
my mom had Alzheimer's. Two of her brothers actually had it. And then I had an older brother who had early onset. So my mom passed in 2017, my brother last year. And I thought in order to bring more awareness to this disease, we're going to have to put this on paper and share it with people who are walking
Yes.
around just like us, because you hear from the different organizations and associations, but when you actually hear it from people just like you, then it
Mhm.
resonates better sometimes. So I decided maybe I'll write this book. And I started jotting down things last year, and I put it to the side because I thought, I don't want to deal
Yes.
with this right now. And then the pandemic set in, and I had nothing left to do but write. And actually,
Mhm.
a young lady I knew here did a COVID writing challenge, and that's what prompted
What?
me. Yeah, so I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll participate. But I still wasn't convinced that this was something that I was going to do right now. I thought, okay, God,
Mhm.
I want to do it, but I'll do it later. But
Mhm.
it didn't happen that way. He kept placing people in my path to help encourage me. And so here we are.
Wow. And I want to let people know that you have been writing since a very early age. I would say, like 13 or so.
Yeah,
Very,
something like that.
a
Yeah.
very young age. I mean, and look where we are today. You also had, you grew up in a home with 12 siblings.
Yes.
Oh, oh my God, what was that like?
Well, actually, I grew up with my paternal grandmother, so I wasn't physically with my parents all the
Okay.
time. I got to visit them on weekends, so
Hmm.
It was actually, I would say, fun because I knew I was leaving, but I probably couldn't give the best analysis on that because I didn't live with them all the time. So you build those relationships, but you're in and out. But I probably you probably get a different story from some of my other siblings who were there all the time. But me being the youngest girl, like it was good because they always treat the baby sister a little bit
Yes,
different and better.
yes. And I know over the years, like you said, with your family, dealing with your family, dealing with Alzheimer's, did
Mhm.
they get did you guys get to the root of, what's really causing, with so many family members
Right.
that's gotten Alzheimer's?
Yeah, we did not. I actually, in writing this book, I spoke with my brother's neurologist, and she shared that there are hereditary factors. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking that maybe that's the case because it was my mom and two of her brothers and my brother, and it's all maternal.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking it's hereditary from our
Yeah.
end, but the challenge, even with Alzheimer's, is that if you're not exhibiting any symptoms, it's hard to get that diagnosis
Hmm.
and get the proper testing. And I'm hoping that this sparks more conversation. And I was glad to hear our president elect say that this was one of his priorities because I think
Yes.
that more people need to be aware of it because it's happening to younger people. It's
Hmm.
not just the quote unquote old people's disease. People in their 40s and 50s. Well, my brother was like in his early 50s. He was
Wow.
59 when he passed last year. So it's happening at a younger age. And I think there is a need for us to be concerned and talking about it more.
It is, and that's what we need, because you people rarely talk about it.
Right.
They
Until the
always talk about
walks.
other things, but they never
Yeah.
talk about Alzheimer's, really.
Yeah, only during the November, the
Yeah.
National Awareness Month, and
Hmm.
then when there are the annual walks. But
Hmm.
it's a terrible disease because
It
you
is.
can't really do a whole lot for the patient. They can't communicate with you. Well, I won't say you can't do a lot for them. It's hard for them to tell you what they're feeling because they can't
Hmm.
communicate with you. So you just have to love on them and provide the best care that you can for them.
Wow. Mm. So, what are some, I would say, things that you do, for your family members,
What do you mean? Like,
like to love on them and care for them?
oh, okay. I want to make sure I understood what you were asking. We talk a lot on the phone, FaceTime. I actually had when my mom got sick, I actually moved back to Montgomery
Okay.
for 3 years to help with her care until she passed, and I was able to be there to support my sister-in-law and my family with my
Yeah.
brother. So I just moved back to Orlando in May.
Hmm.
So I do miss them, but man, is it cold there? And actually, you see, I have on a sweater. It was a pretty nippy here in Orlando for the
Really?
past couple. Yeah, like it was like 60, but okay, that's cold, a little bit cold. But having grown up in Detroit, like I shouldn't be cold, but yeah, I was cold. I was cold. I'm thinking, wait a minute. But we talk on the phone via social media,
Okay.
and well, we would get together, but now with COVID, like I'm not visiting anybody, and I made that
Nobody
very
does.
clear. Do not look for me until there is a cure.
Well,
So
see, in California, they just shut us completely down. They like, you can't walk, you can't ride your bike, you can't do this
yeah.
and that. I'm like, but
I'm not mad about it though. I think shutting things down to get a handle on it could actually benefit us all because 250,000 people dying from this and we still don't have an answer. That's a cause in itself for alarm.
well, you ain't got to worry about me going out. I order everything. I order food. I order groceries. I order clothes. I order shoes. I got a down pack. You ain't got to worry about me.
Yeah, I don't blame you, me either.
I love it. And I'm just like, so honored to, finally get to talk with you here
I know we
live.
had a little technical trouble, but we got it under wraps.
Yes.
So
Yes. And shout out to everybody that's watching.
yeah,
Lily,
I saw some of my coworkers. That's so
hey
cool.
guys. Welcome. We are live with Miss Sandra Kiser. She is a best-selling author. She is amazing. Y'all already know she's been doing this. She's been doing this. So you have to go and support her book. Now tell us where they can support and, purchase and follow.
Yes, you can purchase the book from Amazon, and you can actually my social media sites, Facebook is Sandra Kaiser .796, Twitter Willowmark WILMARKRE, and Instagram Sareki SAREKI 19. Oh, my coworkers and friends.
Yay! Hey everyone! Hi guys! Keone says she got.
Tiani.
She said she got her copy. I
All
know
right,
that's right.
Kiani, co-worker, my best friend Monica in Detroit.
Hi, Monica. Hey. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Yes, I love it. Now, if y'all have any questions for Miss Sandra, y'all just put them below and we're going to put them on the screen. Now, Miss Sandra, what
Mhm.
we haven't talked about your marketing because you do
Right.
you got a little bit of everything, so
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about marketing.
So what I do, marketing, like what I do, my day
Yes,
job.
your marketing side. See, you wear so many hats, so we want to give them all the hats you wearing today.
I think the best way to sum up what I do is, you know how you drive over the bridges, you drive along the roads, you're running through the airport to catch your next flight. So
Yes.
some engineer somewhere has designed those facilities. Well, I work with them to win those projects so we can do that work, so America and others can go about their daily lives. That's the
Yes,
best way to sum it up.
that's the best way. They said she is the QC queen. Okay.
Ah, Marisa.
Yes, we love it. Now, where can they follow you on social media once again? Because we want everybody that's on here connect with Miss Sandra if you haven't already. Because I know some of you have, but those are watching from Facebook. See, we got Facebook and Instagram going. I mean, Facebook and Twitter going right now.
Oh, okay. All
Yes,
right.
so we
Sure.
getting comments from both
Oh,
as
awesome.
well.
Okay. So on Facebook is Sandra.Kaiser.796.
Mhm.
That's Kaiser, Kiser. And then on Twitter is Willowmark, WILOMARK, capital RE. And then on Instagram is Sareki 19, SAREKI 19.
Yes, and I'm sharing right now in our
Okay.
group page. Everybody is showing so much love.
That's
Shout out
awesome.
to
I'm
all you guys that's tuned in.
nice. I'm glad I work with people who like me. That's so awesome.
Yes, I love it. I love the book, a great book, an easy read with a personal touch, very informative. Yes, it is. Thank you. And the Facebook page. Thank you, Erica.
Oh,
She is
yes.
putting it up for
Yeah.
us.
I forgot about that. So, yes. Thank you, Erica.
She's getting us right today. I know that's right. Um, okay. Charlotte Nichols says, how do you take time for self care while caring for others? Oh.
Charlotte. Okay. So, what you have to do when you're dealing with Alzheimer's patient, it takes a whole team of individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So, just asking for help in dealing with a patient allows you that time to take time for self care. But I think a lot of times, what I've seen is that the primary caregiver tends to take on that responsibility or feel as though they have to take on that responsibility by
Yeah.
themselves. But it's important to ask for help. And then for the loved ones and family members, it's also important to offer help because a lot of times people will not ask. And if you know there's something that needs to be done that could help out that person, or if you feel is you were in that situation, this thing could help you, just take the time to offer the help because sometimes too it's not that they don't want the help, but they're overwhelmed by everything that's going on. Because I was truly amazed. Hey,
Hmm.
Glorious. I was truly amazed at the amount of work that my brother put in caring for my mom. So just me, I would before I moved, I would actually take FMLA and travel home a couple
Yes.
times a year for a week. But to be there and actually see what he was dealing with, it gave me a different perspective and definitely a newfound respect for him and what he was dealing with and caring for her. Because they do things that they have no idea what they're doing, the
Hmm.
anger, the irritation. It's not geared towards you, the caregiver. They just don't know. And I imagine too, and this is just my perspective in watching my mom and my brother, is
Hmm.
that they want so badly to be in the moment, but they just don't know. So that frustration comes out. And sometimes we take it personally because we know we're doing everything we
We
can
do.
and we're
Yes.
overburdened by it, but it's not geared towards you. So just offer to help is how I would say you can take care of yourself. Offer to help so that that person does have the time to take time for themselves. It's
Hmm.
hard to pull away when it's your parent. You know, you want the help,
Yes,
but
it is. It's
it's hard to
hard.
back.
And I want to
Yeah.
say, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Uh, I think, somebody just called me. You know how it goes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened. I'm
And,
like, not
I can't hear
again.
you right now, but I do want to
Oh, you
say,
can't?
with everything you're doing, it's such a success. We love everything that you have going on. And I'm just so honored to have you on here today, here at the Nikki Rich Show. And I want to tell anybody out there, if you're out there listening, that you can check us out anytime, and you can also check us out, on the nikkirichshow.com, and you can also go to our website, and we there, the nikkirichshow.com. But I want to tell you, I'm just so honored to have you on. When people, they are blowing up the phone lines right now while I'm talking to you, so I had to go and fix it. So it's so many people, like, everybody is just hit me up. And Charlotte says, "Do you feel that treatments have improved in the recent years?" I mean, so
No.
many people is giving us some good questions today. And what are symptoms we should look for to make sure we are caring for others who might have early onset? That is so true.
Danny, that's my coworker. Hey, Danny. You want me to answer Charlotte's first or
Yes.
Danny? What was Charlotte's again? I don't.
Okay.
Do you feel there? Um,
Charlotte says, "Do you feel that treatments have improved in recent years? Do you think
no,
it's improved?"
no. I actually talked to my brother's neurologist, and she told me it had been 17 years since there was a new drug. So no, unbelievable. That's why
Yes.
we need to talk about this more. That's ridiculous. With all the advancement that
Mm-hmm.
we have in America and technology and the medical
Yes.
professionals, it needs to be better. I was listening to a podcast a couple of days ago, and there was a gentleman on who talked about his dad having experienced Alzheimer's 34 years ago. So here we are 34 years later and there is no cure. That's not
It's no
acceptable.
cure. That
That's
is something.
ridiculous. So President-elect Biden, I'm counting on you.
Do you think it's something like? Do you think they were also? I was doing my studies on it a while ago, and they were
Mhm.
saying it depends on the things that we eat and stuff like that. Like
I, I'm not
from
sure.
a while ago,
Mhm.
like
Right.
not now. I'm just saying
Uh-huh.
over the period of time.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I tend to leave that medical stuff to the medical
Yeah, I
professionals,
don't know either. I
but
said
I'm
me too.
sure it has an impact because the environment is so different.
Yeah.
But
And it
to
changes
answer,
over the years too.
yeah,
So I
that
don't know.
to answer Danny's questions about the symptoms, some of the symptoms are there's a confusion, there's repetitiveness,
Mhm.
forgetting small things like where did I put my keys,
Mhm.
or just being able to make out a grocery list, or
Oh
forgetting
my goodness.
appointments. Those are the smaller things that you notice early. And then as it becomes more advanced, it gets more into hygiene, them not knowing how to take care of personal hygienes
Mm.
and forgetting how to drive to the store or things like that. So as it advances, it becomes the patient actually becomes more childlike, and
Mhm.
that's why there is that need for more care.
Now, as we wind down with 2020, my last question for you is, what message would you want to leave everyone here today, in regards to 2020 going into 2021?
Message. What would I want to tell people leaving 2020, going into 21?
Hmm.
I would say, even though we've had some major challenges over this year, 2020, I would say it hasn't been all bad because if nothing else, we have had an opportunity to spend more time with ourselves and get to know ourselves better and plan out what we want to do with our lives. Also, to not take for granted those that you love. Love on your family, your friends, and just know that even with everything that's going on, God is still in control.
God is in control. Yes, He is. You better say that. And look at you now. You have been doing it. I say during this pandemic, we're able to share, your story, your family
Yes.
story, today. And we want
Mhm.
everybody to go and purchase your book, and Mysterious
Yep.
Wonderment. And yeah, let them see what it looked like. When Alzheimer's disease becomes your word of the day. Yes, I love that. And I'm just so honored to have you on today. Shout out to everybody showing love. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for showing so much
Ashley. Hey,
love. Yes.
Ashley. Marisa. All my work people. Lori representing the ATL.
Hey, everybody. And thank you for supporting today. Make sure y'all subscribe to Nikki Rich, the number two. Subscribe so you can capture all our shows. And I will be sending you this direct link on YouTube. And we can share with everybody from across the globe, all
Awesome.
about Miss Sandra Kiser, because it's all about you today.
Well, thank you, Nikki, for having me. It's
Yes.
nice to finally meet you.
Yes. And, this is our book tour. Thank you. We have so much more to come. And I want to thank you for being our guest today.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And much love. So you hold tight, but we will see you in 2021. 2021. Merry
Yes.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you,
Thank
Nikki.
you.